Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an OG subscriber, you know welcome. My name is Glory, G to the L to the O-R-Y. Let's get it. So today's video, I don't even know where to start from because this documentary has really pissed me off. I'm just thinking, what the hell? Basically, this video I'm just going to be doing a bit of analysis of the Tinder Swindler documentary. If you've not seen it, you probably should go and see it because I feel like everybody needs to watch that documentary and there's so much to learn from it. To be fair, this is more like a rant because this Simon guy is mad. Like, there's something wrong with him up here. It's the audacity for me. Like, everything that just happened, I was just thinking, how? Like, I know people will say, oh, we don't talk until you're in a situation because you never know how you're going to handle it. But I beg, there are just some things that I feel like could have been avoided. Firstly, let me talk about the red flags. Like, there were so many red flags. First of all, in the first girl, what's her name again? Cecilia. How do you go on a first date and the guy is telling you, my father is the king of diamonds, which makes me a prince of diamonds? Like, what the hell is that? Like, if someone said that to me, I'm just going to be like, okay, oh, I don't know what she was meant to do with the information he was giving her. I guess, like, I feel like he was just grooming her from the beginning, like, to gain her trust and get her, like, interested. Because, you know, even when she was talking, she was like, oh my god, like, I've never lived this life before. She thought it was exciting, so he just got her all excited in the whole money and affluence and living, you know, chilling with the big boys. Basically, that girl, she comes across to me as such a hopeless romantic, like the extreme type. There is a hopeless romantic and there's like extreme hopeless romantic. She was just there thinking, oh, like, at this point she had fallen in love with him, she really liked him. I'm like, auntie, in like space of how many months? I'm sorry, like, am I missing something? The first date, after the first date, like, how do you go on a first date with somebody and then they tell you to travel with them on private jet in the same day? And like, the guy asked his driver to drive her home to grab her passport and grab some stuff and meet him at the airport or wherever she was meant to meet him, and she rushed. Red flag number one. Like, how? Why is he so quick to take you to another country? It just didn't sit right while I was watching it. I don't know how her in the situation, she didn't like think that, yeah, this is probably not right. And she did mention that her friends, when she messaged her friends were saying like, who is he? What if he's a kidnapper? Blah blah blah. She was like, oh, she didn't even think of that. I'm like, are you mad? I'm here thinking, what kind of evil spirit like possessed this girl? Because it was as if there was a scale covering her eyes. Like, the guy just did her jazz, and if he say jump, she will say how high. If he say lie down here, she will like I get like you. It's very hard because I feel like with this documentary, I was very conflicted. I found myself feeling like, oh gosh, like, okay, she really liked this guy. I mean, she's somebody that likes people very easily or falls in love very easily, and she fell in love with him, and she just wanted to do like anything that she could to help him because at some point he asked her to be his girlfriend. And at the same time, I'm thinking, no, like, you're doing too much to the point where you are taking loans in your own name. That was the part that paid me. Like, are you a fool? You are taking loans in your own name to help somebody that has enemies. Is he the first? Like, what kind of enemies does he have? Like, I go to. The one that's paining me is that he now sent the same stupid pictures of his, oh gosh, if you haven't watched this, you need to watch this because this video will make so much more sense if you watched it. He now sent this stupid picture, the same picture and same video to different girls of him being attacked and his bodyguard, a bit driver, being hit and bleeding, and just tough. I'm just thinking, so these people just stayed here and just did makeup on the guy's head and say these are they want to use and deceive people. It's just so funny, sad, and pathetic. Sometimes I want to like laugh, and at the same time I'm just like, I feel so bad for these women. It just goes to show how far this defrauding thing can go, because like we've always seen it, a lot of it in like a romantic setting. And the other lady, what's her name, the Penila lady, this was more of like a friendship thing. Like, okay, she went on a date with him and she right off the bat knew that, yeah, she wasn't feeling it. So this was more of like a friend thing. So this was somebody she, you know, started building a friendship with. So obviously there was some like trust there for her to like want to help him with a huge amount of money that she was keeping to buy an apartment for herself. Like, do you understand the pain? Like, this is money that she has saved for however long, probably for the most part of her life, that she was going to use to buy an apartment for herself. Somebody that you don't even really know from Adam, because like, how long did they even know each other like that? It's going to come and tell you, my enemies are chasing me, my enemies will kill me, I need you to send me some amount of money, and you carry money that you have been saving to buy an apartment and go and give. Like, I'm really not trying to blame them or anything, because they trusted him to an extent. Like, he made them trust him. He literally groomed them from the beginning because he had a plan. But come on, like, how do you take out a loan? And huge amount of loan, no? It's not like, glory. There's just some things that you just hear and you're just thinking, can never be me. Like, it can never, like, this money we're talking is not small money. I'm talking $150,000. This one I'm hearing $250,000. Like, the way they were calling the money, I'm thinking, excuse me. So you have the mind to collect loan, and it's not as if that loan you're collecting is something that you can put into a business or like put into property that will yield something and you'll be able to pay back. You are collecting loan to go and dash somebody that there's no guarantee that they will give you back. This is how monsters are built, because these women now, they can just go rogue and just treat people like shit because of some really bad experience they've had, because everything that happened had a very long-lasting effect, I'm sure, like on them emotionally and financially, because at the end of the documentary, they said that the women are still paying back the loans they took, and this man did not take responsibility for anything. The part that blamed me is the fact that he was sentenced to how many 15 months in prison. After 5 months, the guy came out and went back to Instagram and tweet and what's the name, Tinder, to go and do, like, I don't understand how he wasn't arrested for a very long time. Like, how do these things work? Like, what do you have to do for you to be imprisoned for a very long time? Because he did a lot and he was still able to come out in 5 months. The third girl was my best out of these women. Like, even though, how much did she even spend on him? How much loan did she take out? I'll be spending on him in total. I think it was like $150,000. I swear she was doing like, at this point she was doing like damage control, and that, if I was in that situation, God forbid, that's probably what I would have done. Like, try and get, so even if you don't get all the money, just try and get something, because these other women just try to like catch him in the act or like get him to say the truth that he did this and take responsibility. The last girl was like, no, like she wants her money back. She carried the designer shirt and started selling. I loved how while she was doing the interview, she still got notifications of the clothes selling, because like she has to make some sort of money back. And the worst part is this third girl, they had dated for a year and 14 months, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, 12 or 14 months. So this was like, you can say this was a serious relationship. Like, they probably were even thinking of getting married, starting a family together. I think they even mentioned that. And you come and do this to you? Hey, this was a very eye-opening documentary. I love watching documentaries, because like, they're just, the fact that these things that happened, they're real. So it wasn't fiction. This actually happened to somebody. Like, you learn from things like this, like how they turn out, because look at them now, they're left they're left with debt that they'll probably be paying for the better part of their lives. Another red flag that really stood out to me was the sense of urgency. Like, it was making it seem like if you don't do it now, I'm going to die, or like if you don't do it now, something is going to happen. My driver, I'll be my bodyguard, is going to die. Something is going to happen to me. I'm in danger. Only you can help me. Like making them feel special. Like, oh, he came to me. Like, are you sister? Hey, are you alright? What do you mean? He came to you for $150,000. Of course, he will come to you. Like, who else is stupid enough to do that? I'm just thinking, like, did he not have a conscience? Did he not think about like the effect that this will have on them? Because the way he was just hurrying them, like, if somebody comes to you, they need your help, especially financially, with such a huge amount, and they are rushing you. Like they're not giving you time to think, time to actually maybe speak to people, your support system, your friends, and have your friends convince you otherwise, because this is crazy. Like, he knew that it was crazy, so he needed them to do it immediately, as they were isolated, as they were talking, like, send this, can you send this, can I use your American Express card and do this, because mine, they'll be tracking mine. And the idiot wanted to go and change his face. He went to a plastic surgeon with the third lady, Eileen, as he wanted to change his cheekbones, his jawline, literally reconstruct his face. Thank God the surgeon was smart enough to think, no, it's only criminals that do this kind of surgery. He was like, oh, I'm not going to do it for you. Like, even if you wanted to do these things for real, surely you'll be like once in a while. Not that at the same time you want to change the shape of your eyebrows, you want to lift your forehead, you want to carry your jaw and move it to one area, or shift your nose. All at a go. So that you look like somebody totally different, because obviously he was on the run. No, that guy's a monster. Because the fact that he let these women carry this debt and they're paying it by themselves, and now he's out again and has a girlfriend, allegedly. I'm just thinking, did the new girlfriend, did she not see anything about him, like, on the news? Hey God, our own is coming. It will end in premium tears. Oh my God. Moral of the story is that everybody should just be careful out there, both men and women, because this story could have really turned out different, like bad kind of different. Like, he could have actually killed these women, and we'll be hearing another story today. Because hey, also, I'm not saying don't help people, but like, you can't help somebody to your own detriment. I feel like they didn't really think this through, or like even have time to think about it, because they did a lot of things on the spur of the moment. Let's just be safe out there and let's be guided, because why are you giving anybody money, that amount of money in the first place? Are you mad? If I keep talking today, I'm not going to finish this video, because this rant can go on and on. So yes, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you actually enjoyed my rant. And let me know what you took out of it if you watched it, and if you haven't, when you eventually watch it, just let me know what you thought about everything, because I thought it was ridiculous. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. As usual, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.